Gemini 3 Pro isn't just another AI update. It's Google's new flagship brain, and it's quietly being wired into Search, Workspace, and even a new AI-first coding IDE called Anti-Gravity. If you understand how to ride this wave instead of just watching it, you can build new businesses, automate huge chunks of your life, and set up real income systems that run in the background. In this video, we're breaking down how Gemini 3 Pro actually works under the hood, what makes it different from previous models, how businesses can use it today, how to use it for finance and automation, and finally, several practical ways to create semi-passive income with it. Let's get into it. 1. What is Gemini 3 Pro and why is everyone excited? Analyzing entire businesses. Gemini 3 Pro is Google's most powerful AI model so far. It's a multimodal model, which means it doesn't just read text. It can also understand images, audio, video, PDFs, and even big code bases in one unified system. A few key facts. It has up to a 1 million token context window in some deployments, which means it can read massive documents, full data sets, or entire repositories without losing track. It's designed for reasoning and problem solving, not just chatting. Benchmarks show it beating earlier Gemini versions and rival models on complex exams, coding tests, and knowledge benchmarks. It's deeply integrated across Google's ecosystem: Search AI mode, the Gemini app, Workspace, and Vertex AI for developers. So when Google says most powerful AI ever, they're not just talking about fancy text replies. They're talking about an engine that can understand spreadsheets, dashboards, slides, and emails together, plan, code, and test software, and then act like an agent to automate workflows across tools. That agentic part is where everything really changes. 2. How Gemini 3 Pro works, explained simply. Let's break this down in plain language. At its core, Gemini 3 Pro is a large transformer model trained on trillions of words, images, audio clips, videos, code snippets, and documents. But there are 3 big upgrades compared to older models. A. True multimodal brain. Instead of having separate mini-models bolted together, Gemini 3 Pro is architected as multimodal from day one. That means it can read a PDF report, look at the charts inside, cross-check those with a CSV file, and then answer your question using all of that context at once for business. That means you can ask things like, here are last year's sales, our ad screenshots, and our new pricing plan. What went wrong in Q3 and what should we test next quarter? And it can actually give you a structured answer. B. Deep reasoning and think mode. Gemini 3 introduces much stronger reasoning capabilities and a deeper chain of thought style internal planning. Models like 3.0 Pro and Deep Think are built to break complex tasks into smaller steps and reason through them. Instead of just predicting the next sentence, Gemini 3 Pro plans. What are the subtasks here? Thinks, what information do I need to solve each one? Then executes those steps in order. This is especially powerful for strategic planning, long-form analysis, multi-step financial modeling, coding complex software features, see agents and tool use. The third piece is agents. In Google's new Anti-Gravity IDE, for example, you don't just ask for code suggestions. You assign tasks to autonomous agents powered by Gemini 3 Pro. They can read your entire code base, open files, run tests, and iterate, generate artifacts like implementation plans and task lists, work in parallel across different parts of a project. That same agent logic is being wired across Google products and APIs, meaning Gemini 3 doesn't just answer your questions, it can start doing things for you across your tools and data. That's the foundation for serious automation and eventually semi-passive income. 3. How businesses can use Gemini 3 right now. Let's talk about concrete business use cases. Operations and process automation businesses are already using Gemini-style models to draft and respond to internal emails, summarize meetings and turn them into tasks, generate SOPs, checklists, and training docs, monitor dashboards and trigger alerts when metrics deviate. With Gemini 3 Pro plus Google Workspace, Gemini can read your docs, sheets, slides, Gmail, and calendar, then summarize, prioritize, and help you plan. It can automate repetitive reporting, weekly KPI summaries, customer support reviews, project updates. For a small company, that's like adding a virtual ops manager who never gets tired. Gemini 3 is particularly strong at multimodal content, so marketing teams can feed in customer research, old campaigns, and analytics screenshots, have Gemini 3 Pro design new campaign angles and offers, generate complete content sets, emails, landing pages, scripts, ad copy, and social posts. Use images and video references to guide visual creatives. Because it can process images and videos, you can say, here are 10 of our best performing Instagram posts and their stats. Extract what's working and create a 30-day content plan to beat these results. With the Anti-Gravity IDE and Gemini 3 Pro as a senior engineer style assistant, dev teams can ship prototypes faster, automate boilerplate code, tests, and refactors. Let agents handle tedious tasks while humans focus on architecture and strategy. For non-technical founders, this means you don't need a full-time engineering team to test an idea. You can build an MVP using Gemini agents, then hire humans later once you've validated demand for. Using Gemini 3 for finance and automation, 4.1 Personal Finance Copilot. You can use Gemini 3 Pro as a personal finance analyst by connecting it securely to budget exports from apps like YNAB, Min Alternatives, or your bank CSVs, credit card statements, investment account summaries. Once connected, you can ask, identify my top 5 waste categories over the last 90 days and give me a plan to cut $500 per month without changing my lifestyle too much. Simulate what happens if I invest an extra $300 per month at a 7% return versus paying off this 18% credit card faster. Because Gemini 3 can handle large data sets, it can look at thousands of transactions at once instead of you manually sorting them. 4.2 Business Finance Automation for business owners. Upload profit and loss statements, Stripe exports, ad account screenshots, and invoices. Ask Gemini 3 Pro to build rolling forecasts, cash flow projections, and scenario plans. Have it write explanations you can share with partners or investors. Examples: if CPMs go up 25%, but our conversion rate increases by 15%, what happens to profit? Summarize our last 12 months of ad spend and suggest 3 budget reallocation strategies to improve ROAS. You still need to verify and sanity check everything, but Gemini 3 can do the heavy lifting in math. 4.3 Automation across tools. Through APIs and tools like Vertex AI, you can connect Gemini 3 to CRMs, marketing platforms, accounting software databases and dashboards. Then set up workflows like, when revenue drops 15% week over week, Gemini 3 pulls the relevant metrics and sends a human-readable diagnosis to the team Slack. At month end, Gemini 3 generates summaries for investors, clients, or internal teams automatically. That's real compounding time savings. 5. How to create passive income streams with Gemini 3. Now let's get into what you really came for. How do you turn Gemini 3 into money? Remember, nothing is truly passive at the start. You'll put in time and effort to set things up, but once built, these systems can run with far less day-to-day effort. 5.1 YouTube Automation plus AI Content Engine. This is perfect for starting a YouTube channel. Here's a simple stack. Use Gemini 3 Pro for research. Have it scan news, reports, and blogs on a chosen niche. Ask for trending angles with high viewer curiosity and monetization potential. Have Gemini 3 outline and script videos 8 to 10-minute scripts, optimized for watch time and retention, A/B hook ideas and title variations. Thumbnail concepts that you hand off to a designer or another AI image tool like Nano Banana Pro. Build a semi-automated pipeline script, voiceover, AI tools, editor, thumbnail, SEO, and upload. Your role becomes system designer, not writer or editor. Monetization, ad revenue, affiliate, links to finance tools, AI tools, or courses. Your own digital products, more on that next. Gemini 3 helps you go from, I have an idea, to finished script and video plan, much faster, and at scale. 5.2 Digital products and courses. built with Gemini 3. You can use Gemini 3 Pro as your co-creator to build ebooks on topics like AI automation for small business or Gemini 3 for finance professionals. Step-by-step Notion templates, dashboards, or spreadsheets for budgeting, income tracking, or side hustle management mini-courses. Video lessons scripted by Gemini, recorded by you or an AI voice, then sold on Gumroad, Udemy, or your own site workflow. Ask Gemini 3 to generate a course outline, modules, lessons, learning outcomes. Have it write lesson scripts, slides, worksheets, and checklists. Use Gemini again to create sales pages, email sequences, and ad copy. Launch, collect feedback, then have Gemini help you refine and iterate. You build once, sell many times. 5.3 AI Automation Agency, powered by Gemini 3. Don't just use Gemini 3, sell flows built on it. Example niches: local businesses, salons, real estate agents, clinics, restaurants, coaches, consultants, and course creators. E-commerce brands offer packages like will automate your customer FAQs, appointment booking, and follow-up emails. We'll convert your blog archive into short-form content and lead magnets. We'll build a Gemini-powered data summary that sends you weekly performance reports. You'd use Gemini 3 behind the scenes to analyze their current systems, design automation workflows, generate SOPs and documentation, build the prompts and API calls needed for their specific use case. You charge a setup fee plus a monthly retainer. Over time, the systems run with minor adjustments. 5.4 micro SaaS, using Gemini 3 Plus anti-gravity. If you're a bit more technical or willing to learn basics, Gemini 3 Pro plus the anti-gravity IDE lets you build micro SaaS tools faster. Ideas, a tool that reads small business bank exports and categorizes expenses. Use Gemini 3 Pro and anti-gravity to generate the initial codebase. Ask it to write tests, documentation, and deployment scripts. Launch a simple web app and charge small subscription fees, $9 to $29 per month. Keep improving based on user feedback, with Gemini doing most of the coding grunt work. This is where the line between solo creator and software company starts to blur. 5.5 Data and Research as a Service. Finally, Gemini 3's long context and reasoning make it ideal for research products, monthly reports on AI, fintech, or specific industries, curated deal flow summaries for real estate or startups, compiled lists of new tools, trends, and opportunities with analysis. You use Gemini 3 to ingest dozens or hundreds of sources, summarize trends, highlight opportunities and risks, package it into a clean PDF or newsletter, then monetize via paid newsletter subscriptions, tiered memberships, basic versus pro analysis, one-off reports sold as digital products. You're essentially using Gemini 3 as a research analyst army. 6. Final thoughts. Gemini 3 Pro is more than a better chatbot. It's a multimodal engine that can read your world: text, images, audio, video, code, and data. A reasoning system that can plan, analyze, and simulate complex scenarios. An agent platform that can start doing work across your tools. If you're thinking about money, automation, and growth, the key question is, how can I be the person who owns the systems powered by Gemini instead of the person replaced by them? You don't need to build everything at once. Pick one lane: a YouTube automation funnel, a digital product powered by Gemini, a simple service or micro SaaS that solves one painful problem. Use Gemini 3 Pro to accelerate the research, planning, scripting, coding, and documentation. Then let time and automation turn that into income. If you found this breakdown helpful and you want more deep dives on using AI to build wealth and automate your life, subscribe to Money, Automation, and Growth Hub and hit the bell so you don't miss the next video. Because in this new era, the people who understand tools like Gemini 3 Pro are the people who'll own the next wave of opportunity.